Check, check. Oh, we are on now, boys. Zach's putting the log on the fire. Welcome. Looks like we got one in the chat already. LK's Games and Cards and Games. Hello, LK Cards and Games. Welcome to the Sectional D2E preview show. Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes. How you doing tonight, Zach?
Fantastic. It's tournament time.
It is tournament time. It's going to be a good weekend of wrestling. Man. A lot of ranked kids.
Yeah.
Which weight should we start at? I don't even know.
Well, we know that we're just going to be traditionalists and start with 106, so.
Oh, wow.
You got to start off with the fireworks.
I don't know if he's on yet. If you're on, Fireworks Boy, holla at your boys, if you will. Okay. Got 3 on, 4 on.
That's 3 more than I thought.
Yeah.
They must be here for you. What are you doing?
Got to put blind down.
No. Fill it up.
Okay. Minute left. We'll see if anybody else jumps on. I think our marketing director threw it out on the old Facebook earlier. Why is that delayed so much? On that side. Are they supposed to be same, or it's delayed? Okay. Cool.
That's us. That's the actual stream.
Yep, got that.
Okay. I was just making sure.
All right, 7 o'clock on the button. Welcome, everybody. I'm Kyle. Zach Schmidt by my side. We are going to go through the Division II Sectional E in Richland Center on Saturday, Valentine's Day. My wife's not thrilled. We're going to be gone. I'm not going to lie. She's not thrilled about it. Maybe I should have. This is one of those things that I probably should have told her instead of seeing the Facebook post that we were going to be live streaming the event.
You went with the old. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I didn't even
permission.
think. I didn't even think about it. If I'm being totally honest, it's playoff. It's postseason. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry, honey. I will do better. I
bet.
Yeah. So, if anybody isn't aware, the WIAA is changing the way wrestling postseason has looked for quite a long time. Last year, Division II, which we're going to talk about tonight, had 12 wrestlers at the state tournament. The top 3 from 4 sectionals got out. This year, they're changing it up. They had a regional. Top 2 out of regionals got out. Top 3 out of sectionals. Yes, because we went to the super regional here a couple of years ago. So, yes, 4 out of regionals got out before. 3 out of sectionals. This year, no regionals. Everybody's a sectional qualifier this year.
Yep. Put on the board.
Yeah, get the boards ready. Sectional 5 qualifiers, yes. And then this year is only 2 wrestlers are getting out of sectionals. There's now 7 sectionals, 2 wrestlers for 14
kids at state.
Participants in the state tournament. So don't worry about that little guy. We'll fix it real quick. We'll be right back at you. Okay. All right, we are back. Kids, don't play with fire. You will end up burned. That's what they say. So, yes, as I was saying, 2 out of sectionals for a 14-person bracket at the state tournament. They're going to be 16-man brackets, so the top 2 seeds will get byes. This year, there is no wild card, unfortunately. There is a wild card in the team state world. Looking to implement that, if it goes well in the team state world, possibly as soon as next year, but time will tell on that. We don't quite know. LK said, Zach, was that funny? But yeah, it was. It was pretty funny. So yeah, let's get it started. We will be live on Saturday, Zach and I, all day long. We'll be live for the sectionals. We're going to have 1 camera going. They're running 3 mats, it sounds like. We'll jump back and forth to the matches we want to see.
Correct.
If you guys are tuning in and want to see some matches, absolutely throw it in the chat, and we will try to get over there as much as we can. New this year to us as far as streaming goes. We got it dialed in with 1 camera. We did the Clash. Seemed like everybody enjoyed that. Next year, if everything continues to go well, we hope to have 3 cameras going and get all the mats in at the same time, and then we'll just be commentating on 1. But so what do you got else? What else do you got to say on the? You just want to dive right in. You're jonesing to dive in.
Yeah. So obviously different format this year. So we're sending 14 kids to the state tournament per section per weight bracket. 16 teams at each sectional of the 7 sectionals that we have. Of those sectionals, 6 teams go to team state or team sectionals, which is traditionally sectionals weekend, where they will wrestle. Get first place at that, you're guaranteed to go to team state, and then they will wrestle back, I believe, for true second, because there will be that 1 wild card to make a 8-team team state.
And it's a good point with the sectional. The individual sectional, it's a true wrestle back to second.
Correct.
As well. So if you lose to the guy and that guy loses, like you lose in the semis, and then the guy that beat you loses in the finals, there's no wrestle back.
Correct.
Right? So your guy has to keep advancing in order to get that second place wrestle back. So if you do get beat, you better hope that guy goes all the way. And if you get beat first round, that's it.
Yep.
1 loss, first round loss this weekend at sectionals, and you're done. My understanding of the seeding criteria is season stats. Nothing going against nothing in the seeding as far as last year goes. They will have a seeding meeting, so guys can bicker back and forth a little bit. It'll be a long seeding meeting, obviously at the regionals. I assume that they'll do it the same at sectionals as they did at regionals. Each coach would get an opportunity at each weight class to be able to go out in the hallway and change a guy if you want to slide him up or slide him down or whatever, as long as you qualify for that weight, obviously. You have the opportunity at sectionals the morning of, during the seating meeting, to make that move. And that comes back to you got the opportunity to see everybody that weighed in at the weight. So if you did need to move away from somebody you thought you couldn't beat or you could beat, you have that opportunity. Obviously, most of the time it's up that you're moving because you're going to qualify for that weight. Sometimes it does, they shift a 13-pound. They got 2 guys that weigh in, qualify at 13, and they shift 1 to 20, and 1 stays at 13. But most of the time, if you do go out in that hallway, you're bumping up. So, let's get into it. If that's what we've got going on right now, we've done a little bit of research. Obviously, most of these teams are from the Southwest Wisconsin. All of them are from Southwest Wisconsin, Central Wisconsin-ish. I mean, so we see them. We see them around. We see all these guys, most of these guys. There are some Division I teams sliding in this year to Division II, Baraboo, Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Mount Horeb, yep.
Portage was already in.
Portage D2 last year. Stoughton. Reedsburg. And that would be it for teams that were D1 last year.
Yeah. So we took, with the realignment, they took some of the D1 teams, they changed enrollment levels. So some of the D1 teams, unfortunately for us, all the D1 schools around us dropped into this sectional. And this is, looking across the state, I'm not saying it's the toughest Division II sectional, but it's the toughest Division II sectional in the state, right? I mean, there's ranked guys everywhere. 2 are getting out. Sometimes there's 4 ranked guys in one weight class, and only 2 are getting out. So let's dive into it. 106 pounds. Again, this is not necessarily the people that are going to be there. People could move, but this is what we have put together of who we think is going to be at what weights.
Yep.
So, at 106 pounds, we've got, you want to run through them or you want me to?
Go for it.
Well, you're better at names.
No, you are definitely better.
Okay. So, Sugar River with the ranked number 2 wrestler, Maddox Maw. Is that how you say it, you think?
I believe so.
Mount Horeb has Bryce Madden, Evansville, Hunter, Rell. Lodi, Isaac Ziegler, another Ziegler coming through the Lodi room. Mm-hmm. Good to see that name. Belmont, Platteville, James Kastner, Cuba City, Benton Southwest, Caleb Berntgen. Reedsburg, Dane Horkin, Stoughton, Joey Savosky. River Valley, Nolan Fritchen, Fenimore, Nathan.
That's a Fenimore name.
Yep. Kapelewski we'll go with. I think the Z is probably silent. Maybe we have somebody in there. Maybe somebody's in the chat that can give us a heads up on how to say that name. So, yeah, we've got 2 ranked people, 2 ranked boys at this one. They are Maddox from Sugar River and Bryce Madden from Mount Horeb, ranked 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think this one's fairly easy for me. I think Maddox Mao and Bryce Madden are your 2 qualifiers to stay out of this one. Excited to see that one. Obviously, we have a 2 and 3 there, so that one should be a good one. Hopefully, in the finals, if all the seeding falls properly, which it probably will. So my 2 picks for that one would be Maddox Mao and Bryce Madden. Yeah,
and I will add a little color to this. I don't know what Maddox placed. I can't believe I missed that one. But Bryce Madden did get 5th at the Kids State Tournament last year at, I want to say, right around 100 pounds.
Okay.
Which we know the Kids State Tournament, it's not necessarily a high school state tournament, but it is all one division. And especially at the lighter weights, you're typically wrestling underclassmen. So, I would venture to guess, Maddox's record is 33-5. Bryce's record 37-11.
I will, to that point, Mount Horeb Barneville does wrestle a fairly tough schedule.
I mean, they went to the Cheesehead, right? And I'm sure a couple of those losses.
Illinois as well.
So I'm going with the chalk ones there, Maddox and Bryce at 106.
All right.
Oh, you're keeping score?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. 113. Should we run through every kid in it again, or just the top 5, let's say?
I'd say top 5.
Fireworks boy is in.
I don't know what he said.
What?
Fireworks boy is here.
Fireworks boy. Nice.
Fireworks boy is in the house. 4 bros, welcome.
All right.
He even gave us a crown. What's that mean? He's a top fan.
I think that's what that means.
Okay, yes. So 113. We've got Lodi's Owen Dorshorst, ranked number 7, in Evansville, Colin Frey, ranked number 1.
Last year's returning state champ.
Last year's
106.
Returning state champ. We also throw a wild card in there of Bronco Garcia from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern, and Kyan Lenz from Sugar River.
You want to start off with this one?
Yeah. That Evansville kid is just tough, right? Mm-hmm. Frey from Evansville, as you said before.
106.
106 pounds, returning state champion. I can't go against him. I got to go. I think Frey gets first, Doshorst at second there.
You're going.
I don't know. So you throw Bronco in. He's going to be a tough out.
Well, technically, that'd be an upset. Broncos ranked 3rd.
So
7.
Man. And he did not wrestle at the Clash. Bronco did not wrestle at the Clash.
No.
So, I mean, on paper here, if they're going on record, Colin Frey gets the 1 seed.
Yep. And then those two meet in the semis.
And then Bronco and Dorshorst meet in the semis. You think Dorshorst wins that.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
We're going over your picks.
And you think he beats Colin Frey.
So I guess I'll just go over my picks since you're just giving away all the
Oh,
sauce.
gotcha.
So, yes, in the semifinals, I have Garcia and Dorhorst from Lodi, and I have Owen winning that one. And then I'm going to go against the grain a little bit this one and pick Dorhorst to win the sectional as well, with Colin Frey finishing second.
What's the score to that match?
Which one?
Bronco Frey.
In the wrestleback? Close-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Frey walks through that. Not walks through it, but I think he takes the W there. Lodi's Dorhorst did get 6th at state at 106 pounds as well.
Yep.
So they would have been in the same bracket last year.
They wrestle at sectionals.
And that was close. All right. There you have it. What do you guys think? Welcome to the fireworks. That's us.
So who do you have two?
I've got I'm nervous about Bronco for the simple fact that he didn't wrestle at the Clash.
We're at 113 pounds, and you're waffling already.
I know. So I got to go with Lodi on this one because maybe Bronco's hurt. Maybe like there's something there. Why would you not wrestle the Clash unless grade checks maybe come into play? I don't know. But if Bronco's in it, and I'm sure, and I got to see that eye test at the Clash, I might have a different answer. But right now, I haven't seen Bronco wrestle in a couple of years. I'm gonna go with Lodi on that one, getting out.
Okay, so at 120, we have Evansville Colton Bolag, who was a returning state champion last year from 113 pounds, where he beat in the finals Dodgeville's Shane Roshan, who was a state champion 2 years ago at 106 pounds. We also have Lodi's Everett Dorhorst, Broadhead Judah's Thomas Lamar, and Reedsburg's Jaden Vanderhoof. So last year, well, first of all, I'm excited. Hopefully everything works out. We get to see the Bolig, Roshan. Finals match, that should be a good one. Last year, Roshan beat him at sectionals, and then Bolig beat him at state. This year, I think Bolig gets him at sectionals.
So here's my thing. If you are Shane Roshan, I think they'll wrestle this match.
Yeah.
Just because that's who they are. But I assume Bolig will be the 1 seed, even though he has 3 losses on it, because he does have that state title when they go into the seeding meeting. So I assume Bolig gets the 1 seed. Roshan gets the 2 seed.
Yep.
If he wins in the semis, knowing that you won at sectionals last year, do you give him that look?
There's a tough. You don't want to mess around though too much, right? If you can beat him, you want to try to, because there's a solid kid from Reedsburg sitting there too. If you medical forfeit the finals and then you lose, you get caught by the kid from Reedsburg, then you don't have to worry about this.
Well, if you're a 2 seed, you already beat potentially the 3rd, right? Like
Potentially.
If you think the guy that you just beat is gonna, I don't know. I'm not sure because obviously there's something there. They both go to the same club.
I don't think so.
I thought they were both RT, and then Bolig also goes some Asker stuff. But I think they're both RT guys, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering right. So they've got a feel for each other either way. But yeah, I think those two are getting out. I don't think anybody else is in the ballpark. I think that if there was a spot that people move, that could be a spot people, they're not going to 13 though.
Are you going Bolig 1, Roshan 2?
Oh, you're going to make me do that kind of a pick. I'm going to go Roshan gets it done.
At sectionals.
Sectionals. And not to get ahead of myself, but
Bolig gets him again at state.
could they take each other's 4-time state title. Bolig took Rashawn's opportunity at it last year. I guarantee for the last 360 days or 350 days at this point, Roshan's been thinking of one thing: to take that title. So, not to get ahead of ourselves into the state tournament run, but 120, look for some moves out of 120. Not that 126 gets any better, but look for some moves there. Do we have anybody else there at 120? No other returning state. Oh, we do have Jaden Vanderhoof is a 4th ranked wrestler.
Yep.
Out of there, he did not qualify, I don't think, for the state tournament last year. But obviously you got to have room on your team to move. Not everybody has room on their team. So I believe Reedsburg has a ranked guy.
They have the 2nd ranked guy at 100.
Oh, the 2nd ranked guy. So there's not much room to move there.
No.
And we did look at most of these guys. I'm not saying we caught them all, but we did look at most of these guys at where they weighed in at their conference tournaments. And
it does not look like he could go down.
I didn't see anybody that could go down. They all weighed in pretty dang close to,
so if there's any
I think he
movement,
weighed in at
it'll be
121.8 if I recall.
6, but yeah, if there's any movement, it'll be upward movement.
Yeah. All right, 126, take us away.
Your turn. We'll go evens and odds. Your roll.
All right, so you just took all of them. 126, we've got a 2nd-ranked Reedsburg's Braden Hale Tomey and Stoughton's Braden Brider, 6th-ranked at 126 pounds. We also have 3 other ranked kids: Baraboo's Desmond Severson, Lodi's Xander Kellogg, and Evansville's Benjamin Braunschweig. Braunschweig.
Benny Braunschweig.
So Baraboo is the 7th-ranked, Lodi 12th-ranked, and Evansville has the 13th-ranked. So 5 ranked kids at 126 pounds.
Meat grinder.
When I said this isn't the toughest sectional in D2, but it's the toughest sectional in D2. Yeah. Reedsburg's Braden Hale Tomey has a 36-4 record. Stoughton's Braden Brider has a 35-11 record. Baraboo 26-8. Lodi 27-9, and Evansville 38-9. So very similar records from 6-13, if you will.
Yep. Who you got?
Oh man. Braden Hale Tomey was the only
Returning
state qualifier last year.
Yep.
Braden Brider from Stoughton is a freshman, 5th rank, or he was 5th at Kid State last year. None of the other ranked guys made it to the state tournament last year. Just looking through career records are very similar. I'm going to go with Reedsburg's Hale Tomey getting out and Benjamin Braunschweig from Evansville getting out. And the reasoning there is I don't think you can be in that room with those other ranked Evansville guys and not be a hammer.
I'm not so scared of the record, even with a 38-9 from Evansville, because they also are not afraid of competition.
They're not.
Back in the day when we were in school, you go to the WIAA State Tournament, and you were also a kid from Heartland Arrowhead, and they'd have a terrible record, and then they'd go beat the brakes off someone. Records
Correct.
aren't always indicative of he brought the hammer. Well, that we could use that.
Let's not hit the
We have
laptop
some hammers we
with
can
it.
talk about.
Just put it down. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So which one? You going Braden 1, Benny
Braden
2?
1, Benjamin 2 as the 2nd-ranked guy and a 13th-ranked gets out.
Yeah, I'm going to go status quo on this one. I'm going to go Hale Toomey 1 and Braden Breidner 2.
We've got
Got the executive producer in here.
he doesn't like something. All right, so moving on. So who'd you take? You haven't made. You did pick. Make your picks.
I went status quo. Hale Toomey won.
Wow, just
Reidner
straight chalk.
2. Yep. On that one.
Have you gotten off the pin ratings at all, or you're just going straight pin all night?
What's the pin rating? I just look at the grappler.
Okay. All right.
All right, at 132 pounds, we have Briggs Weagle from Belmont-Platteville, who's currently ranked second with a 43-6 rating. We also have Lodi's Briar Caves, who's ranked seventh with a 31-5 record. And then we also have Maxton Stevens, the freshman from Mount Horeb-Barneveld, with a 31-16 record, who's currently ranked 8. I think Weagle wins this one, and then I'm gonna go Caves from Lodi getting out as well at 2.
Yeah, and Caves was a state qualifier at 120 pounds last year. He did not place there, currently ranked 7th in the state. So this is another weight class. We've got 4 ranked opponents. Birchman from Fenimore is 13.
Yep.
Stevens from Mount Horeb is 8. Lodi's Caves is 7. And Weagle is 2. I'm going to take Weagle out at first place. So my assumption here is Weagle's 1. Lodi is 2. Probably Birchman at the 3 seed. If I'm seeing these records correctly.
Yeah.
So then that puts Stevens back up on top for the semis against Weagle. I think that's too much to overcome. So really it's between Birchman and Caves on that second spot getting out. Lodi wrestles a tough schedule. Fenimore still wrestles a tough schedule.
Yep.
What did Birchman do at the Clash?
132 pounds. I'm not sure.
I assume he wrestled Weagle in that. Was that the finals match then?
He could be right, yeah.
I think it was.
Yep.
I'm going to go outside the limb on this because I just don't like just straight chalk. I'm going to go Fenimore's Cade Birchman over Briar Caves getting out.
Okay. 138, take her away.
Oh, am I evens? I thought I was odds.
I just did that one, so.
138, another juggernaut.
Yes.
4 ranked wrestlers in this one. Evansville, Liam Crandall, number 1 ranked wrestler in Division II at 138 pounds, a freshman.
Yep.
Cuba City, Benton Southwest, Evan Curtis, ranked number 7. Fenimore's Carson Bassett, ranked 5. Dodgeville's Rhett Spurley, ranked 6. Wow. Okay, so Bassett, we'll start with, well, let me get back to my notes here. 132 pounds. 138 pounds, rather. We have 2 returning state qualifiers. Carson Bassett from Fenimore finished 5th at 106 pounds last year. And Evan Curtis from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern did not place at 126 pounds last year.
I'm assuming the Crandall kid won state last year.
I believe I did not see Crandall in the WWF. So some of these kids, they might be too old.
Okay.
That could still be a thing if they got held back, I guess, 1.5 times. Like they were old for their class, and then like 4 Bros. If 4 Bros got held back,
he wouldn't be able to wrestle.
He wouldn't be able to
next year.
Next year he wouldn't be able to, right? So some of these guys, freshmen, didn't get to. Man. Bassett had an awful good clash. Obviously, we got to see that one. He was 28-11. I'm gonna go Bassett on this one. I'm gonna go Crandall wins it. Bassett for second, and here again, right? So Crandall is gonna be the 1 seed. We're not even talking about Spurley yet either. Like, Spurley could put a wrench in a lot of things here, too. I don't know what he said.
I can't hear him.
So Crandall will be the 1. Any head-to-head between any of these three?
Yeah, so
Spurley.
Curtis and Spurley wrestling the third place match of the Clash. I don't believe Bassett saw either of them.
Well, he had to see one of them because he was in the finals, right?
Well, I believe.
So he had to see Spurley? Or did Meese beat both of them?
Well, Meese beat
On the way.
Curtis for sure.
Yep, semis.
So then he probably beat Spurley in the semis as well.
Yeah. So who do you think's your 2 seed and 3 seed here?
I would imagine it goes Crandall, Bassett, Spurley, Curtis. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think. I think since he was a state qualifier, Spurley wasn't. I think they'll probably be able to.
Spurley placed at state last year.
He did, didn't he? Where was he at? He got.
I believe he got 5th.
I probably just missed
Maybe he was
5th place last year
Okay.
at 126 pounds.
Correct.
Yeah, so, and Curtis got, he DMP'd, right?
DMP'd, yep.
Bassett 8-4 decision over Spurley at the final.
In the semis, yep.
8-4. So he's got that spot, so that's the 2 seed. And then you get to run that back.
And then Spurley and Curtis wrestled. So, yeah, so I think Rhett's probably your 3 seed and Evans your 4 seed.
So, yeah, I got Bassett getting out, Curtis staying home because I think he's going to lose to Crandall. He's going to have to wrestle. I think Bassett stays with that one. He's wrestling good right now. And, I mean, obviously, Curtis could beat Spurley in that wrestleback round and have a true second where Fenimore's Carson Bassett has to wrestle Curtis back. So, mark 38 as a wrestleback. That one is going to have a wrestleback in it, I believe.
Yeah, so I think Crandall wins, and then I think he beats Curtis in the semifinals, and then Bassett beats Spurley in the semifinals, which sets up a Bassett-Crandall finals match where Crandall wins, and then Curtis wins the third place match, and Curtis wins the wrestleback to take second.
Okay. There you have it. I got Bassett getting out. We do have Briggs. Weigel wrestled Ashton Udelhoven at the Clash at 132
right.
pounds.
Yep, that is right.
Thank you for that. Who did we say he wrestled? Birchman, didn't we?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Udelhoven Weigel beat Birchman, I believe. Anyways,
All right. So
thank you, though.
Yep, at 144 pounds, we have Dylan Weigel, who's currently ranked second state, 47-1, the senior. We also have Nathan Johnson from Dodgeville, the senior at 35-7, who is also ranked 6. And then that's it for ranked kids. So I think on this one, Weigel wins fairly easy, and I think Johnson follows him out too.
Yeah, Weigel got second at state last year at 138
Correct.
pounds. And Johnson also placed fifth at 138 pounds.
Yep.
And those are your 2 returning state qualifiers at 144 from last year. Another one to throw in the mix would be that Mason Schulte from River Valley. He's unranked right now, but he's been looking good. He could throw a wrench and stuff if he's ready to go. I think Johnson has it. Johnson did not wrestle at the Clash.
Correct.
He was injured at the Clash, so he did not get to go there. Johnson was close, as was Schulte with Meese and Brewer, just common opponents, if we will. Both of them were close with both of them. But again, as we stated last week, or last, on our 2 weeks ago, that it just isn't. Is this the Clash at what?
144.
144. So Weigel versus, I wish we'd.
Schulte, Tech Fall.
Tech Falden. Yes, I remember that match. Yeah, I'm taking Johnson, Weigel out. Weigel, I think, is the 1 seed. Johnson gets the 2, I believe. Schulte's the 3rd, so that's going to be your semifinals match there.
Yeah?
And I think Johnson gets it.
Okay.
No wrestleback needed.
150 pounds.
That's me.
Who you got?
All right, this is 150 pounds. Mountain Hora Barneveld has the top-ranked wrestler, Hunter Stevens, also a nationally ranked wrestler, also just decommitted from the Wisconsin Badgers in the last couple of weeks. Reedsburg's Hudson Jablonski, a 7th-ranked wrestler. Evansville Lincoln Keller as a 13th-ranked wrestler. Dodgeville has Braden Hussam. Who do you got here? So Hunter Stevens did not qualify for a state tournament last year because he transferred schools, had to sit out a year, came from Iowa Grand Highland, where his sophomore year got 3rd at state.
Yep, and then 4th is...
Got 4th as a freshman.
No, backwards. I think, didn't he finish? Or was it Hinderman was the one that... Okay, yeah, you're right.
So Hunter Stevens in the 2024 state tournament got 4th at 132 pounds. Currently ranked number 1. Nationally ranked. I think Hunter Stevens gets out on this one. And Jablonski from Reedsburg also gets out. Jablonski qualified for state tournament last year, did not place at 144 pounds in D1.
All right. 157, which, in my opinion...
Better slow down or plan to add the Brookwood sectional. What am I going to do with the rest of my night is what Spencer Moore, 785, says. And the 4 bros, man, lots of chalk. He gave us the man.
So at 157, I think this is more one of the more wide open weight classes. So for ranked kids, we have Tyler Kissamore, the senior from Belmont Platteville, who is 45-5, and then we also have Alex Brunig from Lodi, who's currently ranked 11th, the senior, who is 42-7, and then we have Portage's Michael Kowalski, a senior, 40-7. And then Fenimore's Jaron Glassbrenner, a conference class champion, the junior from Fenimore. So I'm not going chalk this one.
4 bros, you hear that? No more chalk.
No chalk. I'm going Kowalski from Portage to finish 1 and Glassbrenner from Fenimore to finish 2.
What's the reasoning? Give us a little insight on that.
Well,
so 2 unranked guys.
Yep.
That you're taking.
Well, I'm sure that whoever's helping out the Portage room is going to have Michael ready to roll, and I think he'll have a good day. And we know that the kids from Fenimore show up at tournament time. Yeah. Glassbrenner did not. He got a medical forfeit against Kissamore in the finals at the Clash. Yeah, and that's
so yeah, that's an interesting one. Kissamore medical forfeiting out of the finals at the Clash. He was not there for awards, so maybe he truly was hurt. You just never know at that time of year if it was an actual medical forfeit or if it was, didn't want to give him a look. And to your point, you're going Glassbrenner because you think it was more of a didn't want to give him a look, and the guy that doesn't want to give the look is typically the one that's worried about beating him is what you're going with. I mean, just say it. Yeah. That's what you think. Glassbrenner's getting out. So my 2 cents in this, to Zach's point, is it's all wide open. We tried to fit more people into this bracket, moving up, moving down. I am shocked that Cameroon isn't coming down into 57 to try to have a chance at 4 state titles. But looking at the Badger Conference tournament last Saturday, he weighed
165.
5 or 6. Yeah, somewhere's in there that I don't think. He only has to be 160 because they do get the 3rd pound this weekend.
We had our resident Skinfold mastermind crunch the numbers, and it looks like he could not go down to 165 pounds.
He's got to stay.
150.
Yeah. So this would be one that I didn't see anybody that stood out to me jumping in from 50 to 57. That would be the most likely thing. But if stuff starts changing, you very well could see somebody slide into this because, to your point, it is wide open. This is the one weight class with only 2 ranked guys in it. Neither one inside the top 5.
I don't think either of them are returning state qualifiers either.
At 157. I don't know where it went. Looks like, where'd my sheet go? Did I have it on top? No. What'd you do with it? I don't know where it went.
There's one right there. What's that one?
That's 106 pounds. Yeah, bear with us for a second. Zach misplaced my
I did.
paperwork. Hudson.
Yeah, right there, down there at the bottom.
Yes, nobody made it to state last year. Nobody with less than 5 losses in the bracket. Oofda. I'm going to go on this one. Boy, I'm just looking through just again to see how this is going to get seeded by record. Obviously, there could be some head-to-heads that we don't know about, but on paper, Kissamore would be the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would imagine Brunig's probably your 2 seed.
Brunig is probably your 2, followed by Portage's Michael Kowalski. Kowalski did wrestle
Stoughton
in this.
week. Yep, Gunder, Nelson.
And beat him.
Nelson beat Kowalski in the semifinals last week at the Badger Conference.
So we got your 1 seed as Kissamore, your 2 seed as Lodi's Alex Brunig, 3 seed.
I mean, you
take your pick, right?
Kid.
Stoughton kid, and then your 4 seed would be Portage because of that head-to-head.
Correct.
Boy, I am gonna go with Kissamore winning it, and Glassbrenner. What was Glassbrenner? He was gonna be the. We don't have his record in here, do we?
No, they like to hide stuff. So.
Oh no. So I wish can you see on the class 20-6 on USA bracketing? So some of those losses are probably from Freestyle Greco outside of the tournament. So I'm going to go with him, with Glassbrenner getting on the opposite side of the bracket as the 2 or the 3 seed as Kissamore, and we're going to have that
22-6.
22-6 record. As of Thursday night, last Thursday at the Lancaster Duel, so that would have been their last match, 22-6. So that puts him right in there at that 2 or 3 seed. So I think they're going to be on opposite sides, and I got Glassbrenner getting out.
Okay.
Wow. Fireworks.
165. It's your turn.
Check the fire for notes. There might have been some thrown in there. Wow, Spencer coming off the top rope tonight. Glad to see he's done with work, though. Made it in for the live show. I Snapchatted him because he's just a wrestling phenom. He just takes all wrestling knowledge in. If you guys have some picks that you think we're missing on, throw them in the chat. Get them in there. Let's chat about them. Even ones that we've already gone over, and we will recap. Should we recap up to 165 now, or we're good since we have so many viewers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Recap the picks up to 165 pounds.
All right, I'll start off with mine. Yours?
Well, why don't you you got them all written down. Why don't you just.
So at 106 pounds, I have Maddox Mao 1, Bryce Madden 2. Kyle went chalk there. So at 113 pounds, Kyle had Colin Frey 1, Owen Dorhorse 2. I had Owen Dorhorse 1, Colin Frey 2. At 120 pounds, Kyle had Shane Roshan at 1 and Colton Bolig 2. I had Bolig 1, Roshan 2. At 126 pounds, Kyle had Braden Hale Toomey of Reedsburg 1, and then Benny Braunschweig of Evansville 2. I had Hale Toomey 1, and Braden Breidner of Stoughton 2. At 132 pounds, he had Briggs at 1 and Cade Birchman at 2. I had Briggs at 1 and Caves at 2. 138, Kyle had Crandall at 1, Bassett at 2. I had Crandall at 1, Evan Curtis at 2. Chapstick break.
That's right.
At 141, we were the same. Dylan Weigel 1, Nathan Johnson 2. And at 150, we both had Hunter Stevens 1 and Hudson Jablonski from Reedsburg 2. And then 157, he had Tyler Kissamore of Belmont Platteville 1 and Jaron Glassburner 2. I had Jaron Glassburner 2 as well, with Michael Kowalski of Portage 1. Now, we're to
On the
165.
Facebook, we've got somebody asking about the chat. Are they? Is it live on Facebook too at the moment? So we're up to 165 pounds. Sorry, I've got some business to take care of. That's odd anyways. That's yours. 165 is
I
yours.
just did 57.
Oh, because they're odd now. I see it. Okay, so this one is probably, the Dodgeville's Haken Peterson, ranked number 1.
I don't know why that's up right now, but let's just make sure that doesn't,
Haken Peterson, 3-time state champ, undefeated in his high school career as the 1 seed, 42-0. Mount Horeb Barneveld's Easton Cameroon, ranked number 2 in the state right now, a freshman, won Kids State the last handful of years. I don't know how far back it went, but he's been there for a while.
He's been
a hammer
for a while. Tulsa champ this year. U15, 175.
Yeah, he qualified for Fargo. He's got accolades for days, right? And then we also have Oliver Harkis, is ranked number 9 right now from Belmont Platteville. And Monroe's Connor Ekdahl, not ranked, but has a 36-9 record.
Yeah, solid wrestler.
So my guess is he's just right on the edge of the rankings. I don't know what's in my feed right now. Is that Cole going?
He's playing back.
So 165 pounds. We also have Landon Bush, you moved to 170. They still have him ranked at 165, but he wrestled the Clash at 170 pounds, so you think he's staying put at 170?
My guess is 175 pounds is what
Or
he'll
175.
wrestle.
Okay.
What he'll wrestle this weekend. I could be wrong, but that's just my guess. I don't know why you bump up for the Clash and then not continue to do so, but maybe.
So last year we had Oliver Harkis was a state qualifier from Belmont Platteville, did not place. Haken Peterson we already touched on. He got first place. Landon Bush, if he's in there, they still have him ranked at they still have him ranked at 165. Zach thinks he's going to 170 though.
75.
Or 75. Spencer Moore, Stevens decommit is news. Any word on where he may be headed?
Well, he did have a visit, correct?
Yeah, so, just scoping out Sarbacher's page. He's a Sarbacher guy. They spent a bunch of time last week in Stillwater. Tucker's page had him in his Oklahoma State outfit with the cowboy hat sitting next to the Olympic champ. And some pictures there. Cade had all the Oklahoma State stuff on. My guess, if I was a betting man, I think you probably take those visits regardless if you're going there or not, and you probably do all the fan stuff. But I'm sure they want him in Stillwater. So my guess would be
He wouldn't have been down there if they didn't.
Yeah, my guess would be at Stillwater. If I had to bet right now, I'd go Stillwater. So back to 165, my pick. Haken Peterson walks away with it. Easton Cameroon as the 2 seed.
But is it a tech fall in the finals?
Yes.
If you guys would like to donate to us, that way we could get our executive producer Mike, so
Or-
that way he just doesn't have to yell at us.
Or get our executive producer into like a room over there where
Where we could get
maybe there's a
production
window
man.
and we can just give him a thumbs up, but he's not just on our laps. Maybe we could build a new room. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Cameroon lost this weekend in
the kid from Milton, right?
from the kid from Milton, got
Which
third place.
that was 6-5 match, I believe.
Yeah.
And then after that was in the quarterfinals, and then the kid from Milton walked away with the rest of the tournament. So obviously that tournament probably wasn't seeded all that great, but Cameroon's a freshman, hasn't wrestled a whole lot of matches this year, so it just is what it is. Probably the second best wrestler in the tournament, but yeah, unfortunately finished third.
Yeah, and we also looked at Harkus here from Belmont Platteville thinking, 57 sure's got to look good right now. It's just 5 pounds down, if you've been at 165 all year. But, again, it didn't look like he could move. That was at actually, he's got another teammate down there, right?
Well, he's got Kissmore at 57.
Kissmore, that's also ranked higher than him down there. So you're not moving down to bump Kissmore out more than likely. And his only choice would be to go up, and I don't know if that's any better there. So I think Harkus stays at 165 and, battles out for that 2 spot.
I'm going Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk, he says.
Peterson 1, Cameroon 2.
Yeah.
All right. 175 pounds. We have Mount Horeb Barneveld's Eli Meyer, the senior, who is 43-3 in the year, is currently ranked 1. We have Evansville's Tommy Heiser, the sophomore, 39-1, who's currently ranked 4th. We have Baraboo's Nolan Owen, who's 31-3, who's currently ranked 6th. And Cuba City's Southwestern, in my personal opinion, Landon Bush, the senior, 35-9, who's currently ranked 8 at 165 pounds. For me, this one, I think Meyer gets out with a silver medal, and Tommy Heiser. I think Evansville is going to have him ready to roll, and I think there will be an upset at 175 pounds with Heiser taking the sectional championship.
Yeah, so Eli Meyer was a state qualifier last year. Did he get second place? Third place. Yes,
one.
at 165 pounds in D1. And Nolan Owen from Baraboo, who is currently ranked number 6 in the state, was also a state qualifier last year for Baraboo. And my sheets are all messed up once again. He got 5th place last year in the state tournament at 157 pounds.
Yep.
Looking at this, I don't understand how. I mean, who's the 3?
The clear cut. I mean, the 1 and 2.
Who's the? Go to the rankings for. Just go to 175-pound rankings for D2 and see what.
Right there.
Well, yeah, that's our sectional. It's set up for our sectional. But who's the? Why is Danny Heiser not getting any love at 2 or 3 with a 39-1 record? Let's take a peek. Sorry, everybody. Spencer wanted to slow down anyways, but 175 pounds, because this is the thing. I mean, obviously, he's only a sophomore. Didn't qualify for a state tournament last year. But
so we have Meyer, and then we have Spencer Madsen from Sturgeon Bay, Drake Peterson from St. Croix Falls, who's tough.
What are those records? Undefeated as well?
Scroll over. Go right if you can.
Eli Meyer, how did he do at?
Click on Drake Peterson once.
Did they go to the Mount Horeb? They went to Cheesehead?
Mount Horeb did go to Cheesehead.
How did he do there? All right, we're gone. We're on ads on that one, on that screen now. Yeah, I'm going to get the same 2 going out, but I'm going to flip them.
You're going Meyer 1. I'm more worried. Go scroll down. So last year he was 3rd at 165 pounds.
Who?
Peterson from St. Croix Falls, who's currently ranked 3rd. Go up to Spencer Madsen from Sturgeon Bay.
My thinking here is we're just not giving a sophomore good. I mean,
He's 46-0. How did he do last year at the state tournament? He was third at 157 pounds.
okay.
So, I mean, 175 pounds is just loaded.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun semifinal Friday night.
Now this one, if I remember correctly, Baraboo. Let's look at Baraboo. He could potentially go up, but there again, you're not going. It doesn't get any better once again. So if you're looking at Nolan Owen, ranked 6th in that, or Landon Bush, who's ranked 8th at 165 pounds, which you think he's going to 170 here. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look good at either of them for 190.
No.
So I'm gonna go Heiser, Meyer,
Going chalk.
flip flop though. I'm going Meyer's winning it. Heiser's getting second.
What's the score?
You're not gonna. You're gonna have a hard time scoring on Heiser, so it's gonna be low. It's gonna be low unless Heiser gets to. The only way it's a high scoring match is if Heiser gets to him, but Meyer's hard to score on as well. So I think it's gonna be a tight match. It might even go that one. Write that one down for sudden victory.
I will.
I think that one could very easily go into overtime.
You want to put a wildebeest on that? Wildebeest bet?
The old wildebeest bet. Yeah, we could do that. That's fine. That's fine, I suppose.
Okay. You're up 190 pounds.
190 pounds gets even better here. Eli Leonard is the #1 ranked wrestler, also a Badger commit. He's staying put from what I said from what I've heard as of now. Eli Leonard is staying put as a Wisconsin Badger. The 5th ranked wrestler, Ryder Zanchavich from Fenimore. We also have Blake Brickle, ranked 14th from River Valley. And Sugar River. You still put Sugar River? Do they still call themselves Sugar River?
So on everything it goes Belleville, Monticello, New Glarus.
But on the rankings they have it as Sugar River?
No, they have it Belleville, Monticello, New Glarus. And I know the youth club they still call Sugar River. I would imagine they will have Sugar River singlets on Saturday.
Okay. Stop yelling at me. I don't know.
You don't know a lot.
So we got to see the Zanchavich Brickle match at the Clash.
Correct.
Was not close.
No.
That was one we had talked about, that if you're Brickle, do you give him that look? They did. I don't know that you can make that distance up, so I think Zanchavich comes out and that's going to be Leonard as your 1 seed, Zanchavich your 2, Brickle as your 3, possibly. Maybe we see that match, maybe we don't. Maybe that Evansville Logan gets in as a 3 seed with 18-9 record.
I doubt it.
I mean, there's probably some head-to-heads that have happened in that bracket that those are going to shift around. So, yeah, I got Zanchavich coming out of that one at 190 pounds.
I chalk on that one as well. So at 215 pounds, we have Cade Splinter, the freshman from Stoughton with a 42-3 record, who's currently ranked 4th. Leland Havens from Mount Horeb Barneville, also a freshman, 35-6 record, who's currently ranked 5th. And then our own Ethan Bindle.
Wobbles.
The senior.
Who was ranked early in the year at heavyweight.
Yep.
Yes. So this is a couple of 4th-ranked kid and a 5th-ranked kid, both freshmen. Cade Splinter won Kid State last year at 210 pounds. He is a hammer, yes.
They're both hammers.
They're both hammers. The weird thing about Splinter is he either tech-fauled or pinned his way through the Kid State final at 210 pounds last year. And Havens, I did not see in the Kid State tournament. However, he did wrestle at Fargo in the U16s, and he lost in the blood round at Fargo, U16s, last summer.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's fairly easy for me. I think Splinter 1, Havens 2. It'll be a fun finals match, I think. I know they're both finished very high at Bi-State. Splinter losing to the kid from Port Washington, who's currently ranked #1. And then I think Haven's got third or fourth.
Yeah, this one just
That's the only matchup they've had.
what was the score? 3-4,
0-2.
0-2. Splinter took it.
Yeah, so I mean it should be a fun one.
That's not. Wait, go back to that once.
Yeah, Splinter 1-0-2
Over.
over Havens.
Okay, so I got you.
Yep.
So yeah, this one's tough for me because I want nothing more than Wobbles to get out of this sectional. Right? He's just a great kid, good program guy. I mean, captain of one of the captains on the team this year. Does the extracurricular out of season stuff. I just think it's too much to overcome with those two
Hammers.
as those freshmen.
Yeah.
That I think you're right. I think it's a Splinter. Havens are getting out. I hope Wobbles in that third place match because he very well could have that wrestle back. It's one of those kids that you really wish there was 3 spots because I think there's a good chance he gets third in this sectional. Or a wild card spot or something out there for him, right? Like I wish he would, but I just don't. I don't see it.
So you have who 1, who 2.
Oh, you're gonna make me pick that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go. Havens has them on the 2-0 on the way back.
Okay, so the he's gonna get it back. You have Havens 1, Splinter 2.
Yep, and that way we're gonna go Havens as the 2. Hopefully Bindle's right in there someplace. Ideally as a 3 seed. Bindle gets that wrestle back. Gets to go out with a standing ovation in Richland Center High School.
Are you putting him in?
As a 3 seed?
Yeah.
I think he will. I think he's going to be the 3 seed. I'm not putting him in the state bracket, no,
All
but
right.
I'm putting him in as the 3 seed. And if it was last year, I think he gets out at third place. 285 pounds. We've got some more ranked guys, but this is another one that is not loaded. There's 2 ranked guys. Stoughton's Gatlin Empey ranked number 2 in Evansville. Tanner Zatubil ranked number 10 with a 38-3 record, ranked 10th with that record, a senior. And here our only state qualifier last year is Empey. And how did he do?
Third D1, right, at 215 pounds. Is that right?
I think I lost. I think that's the page I lost. Here it is. Stoughton, fourth, 215 pounds, D1. Who else do we have in this bracket that could be fighting for? So we've got 27-9, 14-22. River Valley kid, Colt Niebuhr, we don't have a record for. We've seen a couple times. I don't see anything. Dodgeville's Isaac Vondra. How did he do at the Clash?
I think that was a pretty light class for 285 pounds.
Yeah. So, yeah, here I've got Empey getting out as the 1.
I think if I remember correctly, the Dodgeville kid wrestled 2 matches, and they were both against the Lancaster kid, and he lost both times.
Fair enough. There it is. So, yeah, I've got that chalk going through. Stoughton, Evansville, chalk.
All right, yeah, I'm going chalk on that one, too. All right, so do you want to rerun through 65 through
go ahead.
heavyweight?
Go ahead. That is a good call. I can just relax. Maybe another chapstick break here. Any comments? We'll be taking them right now. What do you guys think of our picks? Do you have it different? And then we will dive into the team states or the team sectional side.
So Spencer wants to hear your opinion on the new sectional format. I guess we talk about that first before we recap.
Yeah, that is a great question. We have had the opportunity, and obviously last year I personally had the opportunity to sit in regionals seating meeting where they had representatives from the committee that wrote this whole thing up. Kind of explain it to all the coaches, go through it, because then I believe the next week they were voting on it, all the coaches, or maybe they voted on it at regionals. I think they did, actually. They voted on it at regionals. So I had the opportunity to sit through with, obviously, Lodi's coach. What's his name?
Cody Anders.
Cody Anders was one of them, and GET's coach,
Johnson,
Pete
right?
Peterson.
Peterson, yeah.
Right? So both of those guys were in our regional last year?
That would have been sectional.
Sectionals last year, so it must have been sectional seating meeting when I was running the tournament there. Got to sit in that. And so year one of this in this sectional sucks. Period. It's there's going to be better guys left at home than enter into the state tournament, right? In the long game of it, I understand why they did it. They went from D2 and D3 having 12 wrestlers and D1 having 14 wrestlers.
16.
Now everybody, or 16 wrestlers. Now everybody has 14 wrestlers. So across the state, there is 2 more guys that qualify for the state tournament. Unfortunately, in my humble opinion, they didn't look enough at the sectionals. They just put the closest schools together for the most part. And our sectional in Southwest Wisconsin is, as we've said multiple times, taking the brunt of it. However, with the team state change, now on that side too, if you're running for a team state title, in previous years, you had a Saturday weigh-in, followed by a Tuesday night weigh-in, followed by another Saturday weigh-in for sectionals. So those handful of teams that are wrestling in the team state, I mean, if we're just looking out for what is best for the kids, a Tuesday night weigh-in followed by Saturday is not ideal for anybody.
Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday is not fun.
Not this time of year, right? If you're cutting any weight at all, and mind you, if you, like, you can't just bump up for Tuesday night because your descent plan, you got to be close enough to it to still make your weight.
Well, then
for the following
obviously,
Saturday.
if you're at the team sectional, your team needs you to wrestle the weight that you qualified for at.
Yeah.
Because they want to be competitive at the team sectional. Plus, team sectionals on Tuesday always kind of sucked.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of viewers, unless your team's there. I shouldn't say that. I mean, they typically put it in small gyms, and the gyms are packed.
Well, yeah.
Right, but they are small gyms. Put that sectional in Richland Center, some of these bigger.
Well, now they're going to have to.
Yeah, so back to the point. If we're talking about health for the kids, the Tuesday night weigh-in is garbage. If you're strictly talking what is best for a kid in middle February, if you're cutting weight, which most of the time, the end of the year is when you're cutting the most weight, a Tuesday night weigh-in after a Saturday weigh-in is terrible for a kid cutting any weight. So just there out of the safety of the kids, I like it. We weren't ever in a spot that, I mean, when we wrestled, we did qualify for team sectionals one time. But here as of late, our team hasn't been one of those teams that need to.
2020 was the last year we wrestled at team sectionals.
As a parent bringing a kid through, I'm really excited about the wild card piece. So in theory, what they would do with that wild card would take the 7 sectionals. And so right now we have a 16-man bracket at the state tournament with 14 wrestlers. If they choose to put that wild card in, I have even in this sectional, you get 2 wrestlers out of 7 sectionals. I'll take my 2 to 7 odds on my third place guy getting out.
Yeah, so I mean,
even in this sectional, I'll take my third place guy.
From my understanding of how that will work is they'll put all of the kids that finish third at the 7 sectionals, and they'll seed it how they would seed the state tournament with their.
I hope not. I hope not.
Well,
I
so
hope that, and I've talked to other people about that. I really hope, because that's going to mess with every freshman out there.
Well, you have to do your job as an AD. You can't be playing Indiana football schedules. You have to put a good schedule out there. So that way, if you do finish third, if you do have a weight class where there's too many ranked kids, you have you have that.
But the state seeding criteria
It
goes
is still-
based off
it-
how you did
it's-
last year.
It's still very heavily weighted on head-to-head, though. They
Yeah.
fixed it a little bit. It's
I've
not
watched a
as
kid
bad.
get third at sectionals and get a top 4 seed at state tournament. I've watched it with my own eyes.
I
You
understand.
can't tell me that that's the correct seeding.
Well, you have to put a better schedule out there. That's step one.
Yes,
You have to protect yourself.
There's different ways that we could
You have
seed
to
this.
fill your schedule.
There's different ways we could seed this. Top 7 guys, 5 of them are staying home, 2 of them are getting out. I like my odds in this sectional in Southwest Wisconsin of getting. I would venture to guess that if you would have that wild card right here, we would have almost every weight class. We'd have a third place guy coming out of it.
It'd be close.
Right? Like, so I think there's time to get better. I'm glad I don't have any dog in the race for this year because I'm with you. I wouldn't love it this year if my kid was sitting at third place. Look at Wobbles, right? Like, if Wobbles gets third there,
He doesn't get there, though. He does not get a wild card.
probably not, right? He probably not based on. Yeah, you're probably right.
He's
There's
not-
other guys.
He's not currently ranked.
You're probably right. Let's go back to that. Not ranked, but there's no ranked guys in there. We got 9 loss, 21 loss, 19 loss, 11 loss.
There's only 2 kids in our sectional that are ranked, so that means that there's other sectionals where there's more kids ranked. So he would not, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're
this year.
probably right. There's probably another ranked kid coming out of someplace else.
Because you got to think, so we have of the 7 sectionals, the other 6
We've got the
sectionals,
4 and 5. So
Yeah,
the 1 and 2
3,
are
4.
getting out.
Yep.
The 3 is probably getting out. But, yeah, then you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So of the other 6 sectionals, you have
Yeah.
12 other ranked kids in those sectionals. So
I think when the WIAA looks at this, I don't think it's throw it in the garbage. I don't think it's like I've heard from a lot of people, and most of the time, if you sit down with a Cody Anders, Pete Peterson, Chad Johnson, probably Mineral Points coach. I think he's on that. Fiedler's on that committee. You sit down and actually talk to the people that were on that committee. They truly did. I mean, I've listened as an outsider on many of those conversations when people are ready to cut throat. I sat next to one of them one night that the guy asked one of them, he said, hey, what do you think of this? And he was like, are you asking me facetiously or are you asking me because I wrote it, right? He didn't, and one of the guys that was helping write it was sitting next to him. That was a fun conversation, but I think at the end of it, the guy that asked the question understood the why behind it, right? And the other thing about this is Wisconsin has the least amount of state qualifiers from any of the states around us. Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Michigan, I believe, all have more state qualifiers, all have more than 14 kids in the state tournament bracket, from my understanding.
So my only complaint is that I want all the kids to get at least 2 matches that make to state like they've done.
Yeah.
So they made that change last year. My only complaint is that there's not 16 kids already. And they don't have the time for it, and I don't know, obviously, with the girls.
I think they have time. They've decided they have time for 16, but what do? You add an 8 sectional and still take top 2, and then people are still mad about it?
No.
Or do you go to that wild card? That's the reason
it-
why they didn't go straight to 16
Yep.
and have 8 sectionals.
It'll be the wild card system, I'm sure. I don't like talking about time. I don't like if you make it to the semifinals, you're guaranteed top 4. I hate that. I'd like to see the way that it was, the wrestle back to third. But obviously then you're adding a pile more matches, and I get that. But to your point of how it's set up this year with just the top 2 of each sectional, I love every second of it.
Yeah, and here's a hot take to fix it all. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
We keep hearing we can't go past 16 wrestlers because of time constraints unless we added another day. Here it is. Are you ready?
Yep.
Take the girls.
Put them at the Kohl Center or the field house.
At the field house.
Yep.
The first 2 days.
Yep. And then you
Bring them back
to
for the
finals.
placement in finals.
Yeah.
Bring them back. Then you can walk back and forth. If you have a wrestler that's wrestling in the boys and a wrestler in the girls, you can go to the Kohl Center, watch your boy, get out of there. Now it's going to really throw off the Kohl Center because it's no
No re-entry.
No re-entry, right? So we're going to have to figure that out, which
But how-
this day and age we ought to be able to figure out, I hope.
How cool of a vibe would downtown Madison be?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, you have people that are downtown anyways.
Yeah.
The field house is right there. I mean, and that would just be an electric state weekend if you somehow, I don't know what the availability of the field house is that weekend.
It's never, I never see anybody in and out of it.
Correct. But if you had the girls in there through the, you could even wrestle the semifinals tonight. You could bring the girls back for semifinals.
Yeah.
And then you have your state championships Saturday night all at the Kohl Center. I think that would be
Fire, as the
awesome.
kids would say. Yeah, so that's that. I think that would be much better than moving the girls' state tournament someplace else, putting a 24-man bracket in. Like, I want the girls, I want them there. I want them in Madison. I want them the same week. Let's get them down there, get them in the field house. I think the girls would like that atmosphere. They'd pack the field house. I mean, we used to do the state tournament, the boys' side in the field house.
back in the day, yeah.
Right? Like, it's a great venue, too. Get them in the field house. Bring them all back together for Saturday and just go, right? Like, that's the move. Then we can talk about 24-man brackets. We can talk about more brackets, more people getting in the state tournament. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all want is more kids to have the opportunity. I mean, most of the time when I hear people talk about this new sectional format is, what about that kid that was just going to be a 2-time sectional qualifier, right? And you're taking that away from him. Sectionals was a big achievement. Getting, state was obviously a huge achievement, the biggest, but for some kids, the sectionals was the kind of pinnacle of their career, making it sectionals, right?
This might be an unpopular opinion, but the way that our sectional is set up this year, I wouldn't have it any other way. I want all the smoke. I want all of it. Line up.
Yeah.
And just think how fun the semifinals and the finals will be, and then also team sectionals the following Saturday. And I do really like that team sectionals gets its own day. Obviously, you have the one less weigh in that week, which is awesome. And then you give sectionals or team sectionals the spotlight it deserves. You add more teams to it. I think they nailed it. The only thing is I'd like it eventually to get to 16 somehow.
Yeah. So I'm just thumbing through this. We have either the number 1 ranked or the number 2 ranked kid at every single weight class except for 157.
I think if I remember correctly, we have 7-1s, 7-2s, and 3 weight classes where we have 1 and 2.
Yeah. So it's going to be fire. And again, it's much easier to say how much we love it when we don't have dog in the
There's
race,
zero
right?
dog,
Like,
yeah.
when you don't have a dog in the race, if I had that kid that was a 3rd seed or a 3rd place, I would be, man, right? I would be bummed about it. But I do think it's going to get better from here. Hold on tight. Maybe some point in time we could even have a special guest on to chat about that spot for a little bit. Right? Talk about the why behind moving. That'd be a great off-season move. Let everybody get through 1 year of sectionals in the state format and then have a special guest on in the off-season after the high school state, after team state, and just see what they're, have that conversation with them. I think that would be a great thing. If you guys want to see that, let us know because we could probably get a guy to make it happen.
Probably.
So do you want to recap your picks now that Spencer
Well,
through us off the loop for?
No, I appreciate the comment, and
Absolutely.
I love the back and forth with it. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think that they're moving wrestling forward, and I love evolving.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Change is great.
I couldn't agree more. All right, so at 165 pounds, we both had Hawk and Peterson 1, Easton Cameroon 2. At 175 pounds, Kyle had Eli Meyer 1 and Thomas Heiser 2. I had Thomas Heiser 1, Eli Meyer 2. At 190 pounds, we both had Eli Leonard 1, Ryder Zincevich 2. At 215 pounds, Kyle had Havens 1 and Splinter 2. I had Splinter 1 and Havens 2. And then at 285 pounds, we both had Empey 1 and Tanner from Evansville 2. So now, team scores. So I guess
How many teams get out?
6.
6 teams.
So the
Get
top
out.
2 teams get a bye, and then I believe the other 4, they wrestle in the first round, and I believe if you lose that one, you're done. But then after that, it is a true wrestle back to second place, I believe, because there is the wild card for Team State, so obviously true wrestle back to second for that. So I guess give me there's 16 teams, there's 6. Give me the 10 teams you don't think make it.
All right. So 16 teams are here. The 10 that do not make it, I have. Let's see. I've got River Valley not making it. I've got Fenimore not making it, which is a new thing in the new era. I've got Cuba City not making it. Baraboo not making it. Portage not making it. Monroe not making it. Broadhead, Judah not making it. And
So we're in total agreement so far. So we're down to our top 8. So give me your last 2 out.
I think I'm at 7. I've got Richland Center out, and I don't think I've said them yet.
Oh, okay. You must. Yeah.
Did you already write me down for that? Okay.
Well,
All right, so I got 2 left.
No, you're right. Okay, you have 7 left. So I guess.
Richland Center's out as well.
Okay, now give me your last 2 out.
Okay. So, boy. I've got Reedsburg out.
Really? Full team.
Dodgeville out.
Okay, so who finishes 6th for you?
Sugar River.
Sugar River 6. I have Reedsburg 6.
Stoughton 5.
I have Stoughton 5th as well.
Belmont 4. Belmont Platteville.
I have them just out.
And then I go Lodi as the 3rd.
I have Lodi 3 as well.
Evansville as the 2.
I have Evansville 1.
And Mount Horeb Barneveld.
I have Mount Horeb.
Mount Horeb Barneveld did just win the Badger Conference Tournament.
Are you taking away Evansville's Rock Valley Conference Tournament Championship?
I did see that, but I think the Badger with just a bunch of D1 schools.
I mean, obviously, so the way that it's set up now is actually, I'd like to go to the Badger Conference.
Yeah.
And we have the opportunity to do so now. Didn't get to go this year. It always used to be the same day as the Clash. I'm not going to give up the Clash to go to the Badger Conference, but now being 2 separate days, I mean, in my opinion, in this area, it's 1A and 1 AA.
Yeah.
And you take your pick which one's better.
Yeah, so I would be curious to see if more schools, more conferences follow the Clashes.
I would imagine.
And slide it back a week, because why would you not want to have that break right now, really, where you don't have that weight cut, you don't have anything the week of, you can really just train, take time, get healed. I would venture to guess that more teams do that as well and take that Clash weekend and start moving it back. So my guess is at some point in time we won't be able to go back to the Badger again because Clash will be
we better
going,
get there quick then.
Yeah. So if it's the same time next week, put it on the calendar right now. I'd like to say I'll tell my wife right now, but
You'll tell her the night before.
yeah, I'm sorry.
It'll be-
I'm going to get better at that. I'm going to set myself some reminders, Zach,
it'll
and I'm going to
be-
get better at that and say, hey, remember to, I'm going to.
That's because you miss her so much.
I do.
But it'll be my fault on Friday night the day before. I'm sure.
This week, I'm going to tell her Friday night, and it's.
I
Zach
thought she
just-
already knew.
Well, she does, but I'm going to say Zach just sprung it on me. I forgot all about it.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the teams. We've got Evansville, Mount Horeb, Lodi, Sugar River, Stoughton. Zach has Reedsburg in. I have Belmont Platteville in.
Yeah, I think Reedsburg, obviously they have a couple of real good kids. They have 14 kids. Belmont Platteville only had 7 kids at
The Clash.
the Clash. They have more kids on their rosters, a couple kids that didn't wrestle for whatever reason. They're going to have a couple champs. I think Reedsburg I think Reedsburg takes that one. So
The other thing about Belmont Platteville is they're going to pin.
well, they're going to score at bonus points for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be looking bonus points, as all of those top, I would say, 8 teams are they're all going to be nothing new.
Here's the thing, in a regional, it's really easy to talk to kids about. Sectional, only one tournament. Really talk to kids about bonus.
Once again, if you guys could please donate, so
We could get him in the other room. But as he was saying, it's not all bad, right? Because at the regional tournament, Cole's philosophy on this is it's easy to talk about bonus points at the regional tournament when you know that you're probably getting out. There's 4 that get out. Are you going to take that gamble late in a match to cut a guy at sectionals with 30 seconds left to get the bonus point, either major decision or tech fall, and take an opportunity to get thrown to your back in a semifinal? They're all going to be good in semis. They're all going to know how to throw. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know that some of those top guys from these top schools are going to have to worry about it, but if I'm a coach in that semifinals match, I've got a hammer at first place, and it's a 10-3 match, I probably am not cutting my kid to try to get the major decision for an extra point. Right, because there again, it's
well. So then it's also not with them letting 6 out. It's if you're a third place team,
Yeah.
there's not going to be a whole lot of that. I mean, if you're a bubble team at the 5, 6, 7 mark, then maybe. But I mean, a lot of those teams they're just going to be there, and they don't.
yeah, they're gonna get there just naturally throughout it. So yeah, I mean it's a good point. There's probably not as much of that looking with 6 teams getting out, especially as that semifinals is gonna go. There's gonna be a gap. You're gonna kind of see who those top 6 are. We'll talk about them throughout the day. That's all we have tonight. We'll stay on for a little while to let the chat catch up, and we'll just kind of chit-chat amongst ourselves a little bit. So some things going on in this week is obviously Saturday. We're going to be live streaming from sectionals. The girls tournament, the girls regional tournament is going Friday night. So the girls stayed with a true regional sectional state this year. That's Friday night across the state. All the girls are going Friday night. We are still looking for some sponsors for Saturday. If you have a business or a friend or a family member that would like to be part of our live sectional this Saturday, just let us know. Send us a message on Facebook. If you know us individually, send us a message. We can get that hooked up. It does cost some money you have to pay the WIAA for postseason coverage. So it does cost us something to do it. So there is, if you do have a business out there, we've got 2 businesses right now, but looking for more businesses to sponsor. Obviously, coverage will be across all the teams. We're not going to just sit and watch all Richland Center wrestlers. If there is obviously a Richland Center wrestler in a third place match or a placement match, it's a big match for that kid. We'll obviously go to it, pan to it, talk about it. We'll be talking about all the matches, all the mats, as much as possible. So even if you're out of Richland Center and you are looking for a spot for coverage, grandmas, aunts, grandpas, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, send them to this page on Saturday morning. Wrestling starts. Do we know what time? 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So, yeah. If you want
We're going to go where the people want us to go.
Yeah,
Then we're going to
and-
follow the best wrestling after that. So.
absolutely get in the chat on Saturday and tell us what matches are coming up, where you want to see us, what do you want us to talk about, and we'll do that.
Absolutely.
I think with that,
Looking forward to a good week in wrestling. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, the youth goes to Fenimore.
For the Judd Schmitz class.
Schmitz, yes, for the youth
So-
tournament over there. So, yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wrestling once again this weekend. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope there was some good content. I hope you got something out of it. And we will see you guys all
Day Saturday.
day Saturday morning.